Welcome to Busy Bride 101, wedding planning tips for the bride on the go. And I'm your host, Lisa G. McMillan, wedding and event planner at Exquisite Events and Consulting. With over 15 years of experience planning, designing, and coordinating all types of events in the Southeast, I've seen everything from indecisive brides with hectic schedules to forgetful grooms who simply want to make their fiancé happy. And I eagerly look forward to sharing unique and creative tips to help you plan your celebration of love. So let's get started. Today's podcast will cover creating your itinerary when visiting vendors. Number 1. Pull your itinerary together by first writing down the names of each vendor you'll see. Include the telephone number, email address, and street address. List the vendors chronologically by time. This becomes helpful in case you begin to run behind during your visits. Number 2. After each visit, ask the vendor when they plan to send an estimate now that you've met with them. Typically, it takes 2 weeks to 30 days after your visit, depending on the vendor's schedule. Number 3. When scheduling your meeting with a florist, I typically ask the bride to bring inspiration items to the session just to help the florist develop the look and feel for the event space. For example, pictures from magazines help, or maybe even show your ideas from your Pinterest account. Here's an idea, maybe even whip out your notebook of swatches or even threads from the bridesmaids' dresses once the dresses have been altered. Anything that can be used to paint the picture of your vision. Number 4. If you're running late for your appointment, make sure to contact the vendor and let them know and ask if it is okay to arrive a little bit later or if you need to reschedule the appointment. Never assume your vendor can see you if you are 20 minutes or more late, simply for the fact that they may have another couple scheduled after your visit. Number 5. Don't schedule any more than 3 to 4 vendors per day during your weekend stay. It becomes overwhelming with information to process, especially if the next day is also filled with vendor appointments. You'll need time to relax during the day to regroup and figure out your next steps. Number 6. The cake and food and beverage tasting should not occur on the same day due to the enormous amount of food that you'll encounter. It can make you feel bloated and sluggish. Keep an insulated bag or a small cooler in your car in case you have tons of containers filled with leftovers from the cake and food tastings. Those items are great snacks for the trip back home. Number 7. On the day of your bridal portrait or engagement photos, schedule your hair and makeup trials during the same weekend. If possible, your hair and makeup should be set before the photo session, and you'll start out looking like $1,000,000. Number 8. Here's a way to make the most of your hair run through. Bring 2 things with you. Bring your wedding earrings. Now, this is if your earrings are something that's dangly. But also bring your wedding veil so your hairstylist can try different ways to affix it properly with the hairstyle you prefer. Number 9. If you have not found the venue for your rehearsal dinner, use this weekend to scout out potential locations. If possible, have lunch or dinner there to try out their food during your stay. Number 10. If you hired a wedding planner, they should schedule all of your vendor appointments according to your availability. Make sure to include time to debrief afterwards with your wedding planner and discuss questions and concerns so that you have a clear idea of your next steps. Thanks for listening to Busy Bride 101, wedding planning tips for the bride on the go. To keep up with us and learn more tips, visit our website at www.exquisiteevents.info and on Instagram at Exquisite Events Consulting. Subscribe to get notified of new episodes and to share with your friends. Always remember, your wedding is for the 2 of you.